demolishing this little room addition. Just did have walls. Still has the roof. Ryan's digging the footer for the new wall. This house is on the edge of about a 20-foot drop into the little river over there. Nice toilet. Good stuff. There you go.
Get on in there, Paul.
Alright, hold on. Wanted to get on video like what's going on down here.
Today is our first full work day in the Dominican Republic. Our main work project this week is to be working on a lady's house, and today we got to demolish half of her house.
Yeah, so today not everybody got to partake in the demolition, so some people went out into the community to share the gospel and talk with some people. We went into their houses, and that was one thing that stood out to me, the generosity of allowing people, strangers, to just come into your house.
I also had the opportunity to go out into the community today, and my favorite part was being able to have deep conversations with these strangers and just getting to see into part of their lives.
Okay, so it's the second day we're in the Dominican Republic, and yesterday we worked on construction and stuff, and today we're going to go back and work on construction and do a little bit more SMTs, which we're going to go out into the community and stuff, and we're going to talk to some more community people.
Good evening, this is our third day in the DR, and we continued working on this lady's house today. We laid some concrete and some block, and the roof is coming off tomorrow.
And some of us went on SMTs, and so Jackson and I got to meet this wonderful grandma, and her name was Navidad, because she was born the day before Christmas. And she shared with us how when she had cancer, the community banded together to help her and celebrate her, and it was kind of, I was in awe to see such joy in such a poverty-struck area.
It was really amazing to see how joyful she was in spite of having lost everything, including her husband and having cancer and everything. And I really looked up to her for that. Even though she was Catholic, you could see how focused she was on Jesus and how subsumed her life was under the will of Christ, and that was amazing to see. I also think that I'm genuinely getting better at my Dominican Spanish, which is something that I'm very proud of and I appreciate.
Yesterday I had the opportunity of being part of an impromptu kids club that we did with the local children, and it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of fun games like bowling, and we drew pictures, and we made paper airplanes, and it was very eye-opening to me how attentive they were to the story and how engaged they were. And I was challenged to thank God more for the blessings that He's given me, because these children are so thankful for what they have, even though they have so little. So yeah.
A couple of days ago, my team was going on an SMT, and we came across three men. And when we started talking with them, one of the guys' stories started to sound very similar to a situation that my family had been in. And so I felt the Lord urging me on to kind of talk to him about my own story of the pain that my family had been through. And so I told him about it, and it was just very cool to see how God uses our testimonies, and that he definitely uses them.
Yesterday we got the opportunity to hang out with the kids during their kids club. There was probably about 80 kids. So we played basketball and soccer, read them the story of Zacchaeus, and I got to share the gospel to all of them. And it was really just so much fun to see all the kids having fun and playing and hanging out even through the language barrier. And yeah, it was just an amazing opportunity.
Today was the last day of the construction site, and we got to see the roof being put on.
The concrete was laid.
We got to see the walls being put up and all the concrete filling, and got to carry massive buckets full of rocks. It was lit.
Quite exquisite. Immaculate, I would say.
We just wrapped up our time at Mission of Hope, and now we're spending a few days in Santiago to chill, hang out, and to debrief what we learned this week. I know for me, God taught me a lot about fellowship with others and how God works through other people in order to encourage us and to lead us in our journey with Him.
This week, God taught me to not care about what other people think and to always go along with what He has in mind and just to let everything go and focus on Him.
God taught me this week that He has never given up on me and He will never give up on me.
God taught me this week to not value material things as much.
This week, God has taught me to be grateful for the things that I have, and He's taught me to humble myself before others and always think of other people before I think of myself, and just be willing to do things for people, just simple tasks like taking their dishes at dinner, and little things like that can mean so much. So yeah.
This week, God taught me to keep an attitude of humility and never forget that everything I'm doing to glorify Him.
Santiago!
Bye.